Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics and maybe a little bit beyond. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are counting down the days until Auburn kicks off.
And may I say something?
Please.
I'm looking at our topic sheet today.
Okay.
It is so refreshing.
I wish I knew who made this up.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do, but it is so refreshing. I get so sick of talking about house settlements and NIL and blah, 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 because ultimately, I don't care. It's like
Told somebody that the other day.
As long as you got a good product on Saturday, I don't care how you make the sausage. I really don't.
Don't want to know.
Pay the kids $1 million each. I don't know. I don't care. But let's get a good product on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm so excited about being 3 weeks away from the season.
Well, AP preseason poll came out earlier this week. That's something that a lot of people. I don't put a lot of stock in preseason polls. I don't think really they're legitimate, but hey, it's something to talk about, and it's not about where you start, it's where you finish.
I think a lot of them are junk, but the AP to me has the most credibility of most. I think most of those guys take their job pretty seriously. And there's always, I can look at the AP poll, and whether I agree or disagree with someone's ranking, I can find a reason to justify it, right? In the spring, we saw some preset, like those way too early top 25s.
Yeah.
With Auburn and Baylor both ranked in the top 20, right? And now AP comes out, both of them are in the others receiving votes. I can make an argument that that's pretty fair. Baylor won their last 6 games last year, looked good, but it was the weakest part of their schedule.
Right.
Auburn's coming off a 5-7. Can't spin it any other way.
No. 4 straight losing seasons.
But everybody thinks that one or both of those teams could be pretty good. So, like I said when it came out, I think the winner of the Auburn-Baylor game is a top 25 team in week 2.
There you go. Auburn has a scrimmage earlier or end of last week on Friday. Auburn doing it something a little different. Obviously, they play on a Friday night, so they are. You normally scrimmage on Saturday. They're scrimmaging on Friday. Leading up, that's the typical. They're kind of getting used to a game week where a Friday is the play when you play the game. So they're going to continue to do that. They'll scrimmage this Friday, and they'll scrimmage next Friday. There were some interesting things to come out of that. The defense being ahead by all accounts. It was closed to the media, but it was revealed that the defense pretty much won the day. But the offense had some, explosive plays. They just want more consistency in that. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We'll play a little game of buy or sell. Some interesting stories in and around the country, all dealing with football in one way or another. We will. Some are, involve Auburn in an indirect way. Some don't, but they're interesting nonetheless. So we'll play a little buy or sell, JJ, or maybe in one case, double down or fold. You can take that for whatever you wish. But we'll look at it, and maybe if we have time, we'll squeeze in a Braves segment. Not a lot to talk about, but it's always, fun to check in on the Braves from time to time. All right, Auburn has a scrimmage. They do some pretty good things, but the defense wins the day. When you look at a scrimmage, and Alabama's having scrimmages, every team has scrimmages, and there's always information that comes out from it. How do you process that? I mean, what do you take from it?
Not a lot, but because we don't get to see it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just, the coaches said this. Okay, whatever. One, I think this time of year, most of the time, you kind of expect the defense to be a little ahead of the offense.
General rule.
So that part doesn't surprise me. The coaches, I think, will learn more than we. One thing I think you could take away from scrimmages sometimes is you'll see a player that just pops, right? I'll go back to, what it would have been 1991 I think it was 1991. And I remember that Alabama held their first scrimmage of that fall, and a true freshman named David Palmer, according to Cecil Hurt, accounted for at least 400 yards of offense.
Right.
It's like, well, he may be pretty good. So sometimes I think you can hear stuff about a player or two that might, bear itself out.
Okay. Quarterback coach Kent Austin said Jackson Arnold, quote, graded well in the first scrimmage performance of the preseason, and offensive line coach Jake Thornton supported that by saying the first-team offensive line held up very well in pass protection. That hasn't always been a constant this preseason against a defensive line that's been pleasantly surprising in getting after the quarterback. However, from the quarterbacks stuttered a few times, quote-unquote stuttered. That group has not thrown many interceptions this preseason, which is a good sign, but Auburn coaches have also been pushing Arnold to get the ball out faster.
It's that
Should that
argument
be a cause of concern?
Look, there was a ton of discussion coming into the NFL draft this year about Shedeur Sanders and that very thing.
Okay.
He took a lot of sacks. His offensive line was not very good. We all admit that. But a lot of people think that he was holding on to the ball and taking sacks rather than throwing incompletions to artificially lift his completion percentage, right? If that's the case, that's not good, because what you got to do is what helps the team. And if you need to throw the ball away, throw the ball away.
Right.
If you need to put it in a tight window, as a quarterback, you got to have the confidence to zip it in there. Sometimes you got to let it fly, and it's always game situation, but sometimes you got to let it fly and, put it in a tight spot.
Sometimes you can take that to extreme, like Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Now, gunslinger,
Yeah,
great
yeah.
quarterback, Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Also threw more interceptions than anybody.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Sometimes you may force
Peyton
it too
Manning's
often.
rookie year in Indianapolis set the record for interceptions, like 22 interceptions his rookie year. So
it happens.
Yes.
It's definitely part. All right, so here are 3 stats from last year that I'm looking at that Auburn has to be better. Red zone offense, Auburn was 108th in the country last year. They got inside the 20-yard line of their opponent 41 times. Now, you might say that's only like 3 times a game, so that doesn't sound good. If you're an explosive offense, you'd like to think you're scoring from outside the 20 as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that number's a little bit, ambiguous. But they only scored on 32 of those 41 possessions.
yeah, you need to be somewhere in the 80 percentile when you get inside.
And
the
only 20 of those were touchdowns. So you got inside the opponent's 20-yard line 41 times, but you only scored 20 touchdowns. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, that's why it's 108th in the country.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
That's got to, now, a lot of people would look at that statistic and say that has a lot to do with coaching. When you play calling inside the red zone, magnified, right?
I don't think there's any question that it's a factor. Yes.
Okay. Turnover margin.
Yes.
That's one we talk about quite often. Auburn 119th in the country last year.
That's not good.
22 times they turned the ball over in 12 games. They only turned their opponents over 13 times.
Neither one of those numbers are ideal.
No.
You don't want to turn it over twice a game.
No.
But you got to get more than one takeaway a game.
You would hope.
You would like to be up in the 15 to 20 range.
So that literally, turnovers cost Auburn multiple games last year.
Yeah, no doubt.
Scoring differential. Auburn in the second quarter outscored their opponents 88 to 41. In the fourth quarter, Auburn's opponents outscored them 89 to 65.
It's an interesting stat, and I wonder, what do we attribute that to? Again, are we talking play calling? Was the team not deep enough, wore down by teams with superior depth, or there's questions to that.
May I interject? Second half adjustments, or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof. Yeah.
It sounds like Auburn Now, I don't need, you could go back and we could say, okay, the first and third quarter, what was those? But if you're not winning the fourth quarter, now Pat Dye would look at that and say, clearly, we ain't in good shape.
I think, and there's something to that, and something that we've talked about multiple times on this show. Peyton Thorne was not an SEC starting quarterback. Let's just leave it that way.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I think he would have been a decent backup for somebody, but he's not an SEC starting quarterback. So, but Peyton Thorne was not the only problem.
No.
And these numbers kind of bear that out, right? This is not, you can't look at those numbers and go, oh, yeah, that's all Peyton Thorne. You just can't.
Sure. Lack of depth is another reason you're losing the fourth quarter.
Lack of depth could be a problem.
I think that they've addressed that.
Adjusted at halftime.
They've addressed that to some degree this year. Mm-hmm. Have you addressed the second half adjustment thing? We'll find out. That's, again, a coaching issue.
And sometimes on developing depth, and coaches are bad about this, because he doesn't know the whole playbook yet, or whatever on the young guys. But you've got to get, even if you're getting those young guys in and you have 10 plays you're comfortable with them running, get them in for those 10 plays and give your team some depth, some experienced depth during the course of the year.
All right, we're up against our first break here, but just getting started. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's sauce boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552, 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Here they come! More big transport trucks full of new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $12,750 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until November at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
So, you know, Coach Warren will have his team ready to play, knows how to get them.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by J.H. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small. Commercial or residential. For all your needs, give them a call today, 334-531-0199. Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area, 334-487-3555. And finally, Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. They can beat the big box store. All right, JJ, hey, you ready for a little buy or
I am
sell?
ready to buy or sell.
Buy or sell. Or in this case, in this specific case, double down or fold.
Okay.
Double down or fold. I realize that's a mixed metaphor for gambling, but I'm not a degenerate gambler. So, all right, number one. Oklahoma starting quarterback John Mateer, who Auburn plays in Week 4, mind you.
Yes.
In Norman. After screenshots of past references to sports gambling on his Venmo account surfaced online Monday, denied ever being involved with gambling, saying Tuesday it was just an inside joke with friends, JJ. School officials became aware of the screenshots late Monday night and are looking into the situation. Quote, the allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false, Mateer said on X Tuesday. My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray the transactions in question and were instead inside jokes between me and my friends. I have never bet on sports. I understand the seriousness of the matter, but recognize that, taken out of context, those Venmo descriptions suggest otherwise. I can assure my teammates, coaches, and officials at the NCAA that I have not engaged in any sports gambling.
I'm doubling down.
Okay.
I didn't buy it from the first story I read.
Okay.
Because nobody talks the way they were talking on the descriptions. One, if I'm gonna Venmo you $100 that I owe you because I lost on a bet on the Georgia Auburn game, I'm gonna put a picture of a football, or I'm gonna say congrats or whatever.
Right.
I'm not going to take the time to actually type out the words sports gambling.
Right.
Well, or why not just type out like, I am engaged in illegal activity? You know, like nobody's going to do that. So from the minute I saw it, I was like, there's a different explanation here because nobody does that. So I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm buying the kid's story. I kind of thought something like this from the get-go, so it just sort of confirmed what I was already thinking.
Okay. Inside joke with friends.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Okay. It's all just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2.
Are you buying it?
I'm buying that I don't care that even if he did make a bet on the game, now the NCAA might see it different. And I think this was actually a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's not like it happened last Tuesday.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't care. It's fine. But he sounds a little Pete Rose-ish. And I think he might protest too much. I'm just saying. And now, but I don't know. We'll see. I have not ever. The thought that I would bet on sports. Now, it's a little much. I'm just saying. All right, number 2, JJ.
I'm just speaking in my experience as a degenerate gambler. That if I'm Venmoing somebody on a bet,
not illegal for you, by the way.
Oh, it is in Alabama.
Well,
and but even then,
right?
In no world am I putting sports gambling,
right?
Not football, basketball, sports gambling. I'm not putting that in the subject line.
That would be highly
stupid.
That'd be a good word for it. Yeah, you would think. He seems to be smarter than that, but then again, I've never met him, so who knows? All right, number two, JJ. Texas, fresh off the first number 1 rank. This is hard to believe. The first number 1 ranking in the preseason Associated Press top 25 poll in program history, the Texas Longhorns.
That's kind of crazy, all those Wilkinson teams.
Now I don't, we're talking, it only goes back to a certain year, but still.
It goes back to 1933.
Yeah, it goes back a while.
Yeah.
All right, so the Texas finds itself a 2.5 point underdog to the Ohio State Buckeyes in Week 1 in the Horseshoe. Now, barring any significant line movement, this would make the Longhorns the first ever top-ranked team to be an underdog in Week 1, at least recording data that goes back to 1978. Are you buying or selling that Texas should be number 1 if they're an underdog in Week 1?
Okay, the two are not related because the AP doesn't set the lines.
Okay.
That's a Vegas thing.
Right.
Vegas doesn't care what the AP ranks somebody, and the AP voters don't care who Vegas has as the favorite. So the two are not related.
But obviously it's never happened.
I would only say this. If it were me, I would have probably voted Ohio State number 1. Both teams have unanswered questions at quarterback. Both teams are very talented. And Ohio State's the defending champ.
So you're selling.
So I'm selling
number 1.
Texas at number 1, but it has nothing to do with the difference between the AP and Vegas because the two aren't related. They don't talk.
Oh, yeah.
So.
True. I'm just saying if people are that high on Ohio State,
I would have had. If I were doing my top 25, I would have probably had Texas at 2.
All right, we got to take a break, but we'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Tremendous place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got daily lunch specials. You can go and check out their website and check those out each and every day, and the specials that are going on each and every month. That is steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. Tremendous food. Again, the wide variety and selection of wine. Got casseroles. Just go in and check out that store. You'll be glad that you did. There is some tremendous deals, and the food is absolutely delicious. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine in Montgomery and in Auburn on East Glen. All right, we're playing a little buy or sell, JJ.
And I should revise my.
Okay.
I am buying Texas as preseason number 1 in the AP poll because
Okay.
I could see justifications for putting them there, even though I would have had them at number 2. I can also buy Ohio State being a 2.5-point favorite at home.
Both things can be true.
And both things can be true because a 2.5-point favorite at home means that on a neutral site, Texas would be a slight favorite. So if I'm ranking them, and I think on a neutral site, Texas beats Ohio State, then I'm ranking Texas above Ohio State. You see what I mean?
AP preseason poll is where the teams should start, not where they expect them to finish.
In my world, that's how it should work, right? Like I'm ranking the 25, what I think are the 25 best teams.
Okay. So you're buying Texas at number 1 now.
I mean,
You've rethought.
I wouldn't put them at number 1.
Okay.
But I can buy the justifications for putting them number 1. I think they might have the best defense in the country. I think they've got a couple of questions on the O-line, and you know, but I mean, I'm buying Arch Manning, man. I mean, anybody who thinks Arch Manning's going to go out there and be average is just whistling past the graveyard on that one.
Yeah. All right, number 3. Our old pal and your boy, Jimbo Fisher.
That's a fast-talking son of a gun right there.
Not only won a national title at Florida State, but somehow coached $95 million out of Texas A&M. Can I say that again?
Yeah.
$95 million he was paid to be the head coach at Texas A&M, and had 1 year, I think, of double-digit victories.
Yes, and that was the COVID year, wasn't it?
And that was the COVID year, the shortened COVID year. Wow. Okay, we're in the wrong business. All right, quote, I am 59, in great shape and healthy. I've had success everywhere we've been. He's mixing, I don't know,
all coaches do that. You know.
The end at Texas A&M, it's unfortunate. But we also had the highest-ranked team they ever had there in 2020. Our quarterbacks got hurt. Excuses. We played with first team, third team. It was hard to get play calling and guys around. Didn't pan out like we wanted, like we needed to, but I still love it.
Let me do that in Jimbo Fisher.
Please.
I'm 59, in great shape and healthy. I've had success everywhere we've ever been. The end at Texas A&M is unfortunate, but we also had the highest-ranked team they ever had there in 2020. Our quarterbacks got hurt. We played with first team, third team. It was hard to get play-calling guys around. Didn't work out like we needed to, but I still love it.
That's pretty good.
You just got to go as fast as you can.
That is pretty good. Yeah. Okay, now, this is pure conjecture, but people have thrown out three names that possible destinations for Jimbo Fisher that's itching to get back into coaching.
Okay.
Buy or sell Michigan State.
Because of his connection to Saban, I could buy it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think he's a Big Ten coach, though.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Oklahoma State.
I could see that. That one I would buy a little more than Michigan State. Actually.
Okay. I think, Les Miles, former, place there. Alabama.
No chance. Like, even if Kalen DeBoer quits in the middle of the season, goes, I'm done with this place.
Yeah.
Jimbo Fisher will not be on anyone's list.
I wouldn't imagine.
No.
But he was a Saban guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with him. Yeah, he's burned too many bridges. And stuff, so.
I see.
It's kind of like the Lane Kiffin thing.
I'm selling that.
Lane Kiffin could have been on the list as a successor to Saban, but he just burned too many bridges. He just made too many people upset over the years. And Jimbo, same thing when he kind of threw out the accusations and stuff, and he just, no, there's no chance.
No chance. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and JJ here with you. A couple more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. 256-234-6221 is our number here. The phone lines are open. Ty says, I would like to see Auburn lead the SEC in sacks and interceptions this year.
That'd be good.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I would love that.
I will predict now that if Auburn leads the SEC in sacks and interceptions, they will win at least 8 games, probably 9 or 10.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Is there a chance that Auburn would let Malcolm Simmons return punts this year? I think he did some last year. I definitely think you will see him back there at some point. However, Rayshawn Pleasant is a name to keep in mind. The transferred defensive back from Tulane, big-time special teams player, actually returned 2 punts at Tulane for touchdowns in the same game. So I would imagine Auburn's going to get him involved. He probably will get a first look at returning punts, but I would not be surprised at all to see Malcolm back there doing that at some point. All right, wrapping up buy or sell. Here's one with a little Auburn flavor. JJ, number 4. Yep. Auburn will take a unique approach to play calling this year, as opposed to last year. I thought I heard something about this last year as well. But Derek Nix, Auburn's offensive coordinator, and Kent Austin, the Auburn quarterback coach, they and Hugh Freeze make up the triumvirate of Auburn Offensive Brain Trust.
Go ahead and spell it out for me.
Okay, so
probably tell what I'm going to do already.
According to Derek Nix is apparently handles or is responsible for first down strategy / play calling. Kent Austin is responsible or handles third down strategy and play calling. And Hugh Freeze, of course, has the authority to overrule any down in any situation in any game.
Does that even require saying?
I
don't care.
Are you buying or selling Auburn's approach to play calling?
Number 1, if you need an offensive play calling strategy cheap, I am selling this one for any offer. Literally, I hate this.
Yeah. Now, some people say this is much ado about nothing. It's more of game planning.
If it's much ado about nothing, then don't say it.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. I'm selling this I'm selling this in a yard sale.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a dollar or best offer.
Hey, what do you want for our play calling strategy? I don't know, man. Make me an offer.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'll take loose change for this, okay?
Yeah. And here's why, right? And look, it may work and it may be a wonderful thing. But continuity in play calling is so critical and so important. And 2 people, I don't care who they are, any 2 people are not going to think exactly alike about anything anytime. So what happens when Nix makes a first down call that loses 2 yards, second down's incomplete, and then it goes over to Austin and he goes, yeah, thanks for putting me in 3rd and 12 again, man.
Yeah.
Hey, here I am again in 3rd and 12 because of first down over here.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
So and I don't know if this is like an effort on Freeze's behalf to keep both coaches happy. Maybe they both want him play calling duties, and I don't know. But I mean, you've gotta have some continuity on the thing. And it's just, and as far as like, do you even need to tell us that Hugh Freeze has the authority to overrule anything they say or do?
I hope not. I hope that's implied.
I can remember watching an interview with Lane Kiffin, and he was talking about when he was working for Saban, and they're in goal line offense. They're like at the 4-yard line, 2nd down and goal from the 4. And he said the only thing Saban said in the mic was, if you want to go play action, this is the down. In other words, not 3rd down.
Yeah, third down's not going to be an option.
Yeah, so he's like, and then he goes, I didn't. He goes, I ran it on 2nd down. I went play action on 3rd. He goes, we scored the touchdown. He goes, I still got chewed out. Because play action is a bad thing on 3rd and goal because it just slows down the drop back.
Right.
So, it's like, but it's one of those things. Yes, everybody knows the head coach can overrule a call at any time. Offense, defense, special teams, cheerleaders, whatever it is. Look, it may work out great. I am a seller all the way.
Yeah, and I'm not big on this one myself. And finally, the final buy or sell, John Gruden to Auburn, perhaps. Gruden was at Georgia in Athens talking to the team, and he was quoted. This came out. This is the one big thing that came out. He said, "I'm dying to coach in the SEC." Itching to get back into coaching. And, of course, if it doesn't perhaps work, if you've got too many cooks in the kitchen and Auburn can't get the offense rolling and Hugh Freeze loses his job, would John Gruden be a good fit at Auburn? Are you buying and selling that?
Selling. All the way. And, one, I don't think Auburn would seriously pursue John Gruden.
Okay.
2, be careful what you want because – John Gruden is not normal.
Okay.
He is not a buttoned up, normal guy. He's just not. And 3, he's 0 college coaching experience.
It's true.
So, why am I looking to hire that guy? To me, this goes back to the old Jeff Fisher stuff, right? I'm not. If I'm Auburn, I can name you. Probably, if I sat down and thought about it, you give me 10 minutes, I'll give you 10 candidates that I think would be better at Auburn than John Gruden. Easily.
He's got some cachet, you got to admit.
What does that matter? Does cachet matter or does winning games matter?
When it comes to hiring guys, cachet matters.
Yeah, I think
when it comes to winning games, it doesn't mean anything. But
winning games doesn't mean anything?
I'm saying winning games doesn't mean anything as far as cachet.
All the cachet in the world is out the door if you're 6-6.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what you're getting with John Gruden.
But that's when you hire a guy. I mean, people take that into account. I'd say you never know. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment on this Wednesday afternoon.
We're skipping the Braves segment, right?
I was going to say quickly, 51-68. The Braves 9-15 since the All-Star break, 5-5, and they had a 5-game series with the Marlins and actually went 4-1
against the Marlins.
For all that means, but the Braves are 18 games out of first. You were right, and the Mets are being the Mets. You know, they've dropped back 5 games behind the Phillies.
A Met's going to Met, always.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of with Anthopoulos on this. I think last week or the week before he said it. He goes, we're not really looking at this as finishing out this year as much as we're looking at this as an early start on next year. And I think that's the way you got to approach it.
Chris Sale going to come back, hopefully, and pitch a little bit.
You know, the entire rotation that we started the season with on opening day is
no more.
You know, it's crazy. So, Yeah, but, I don't know if Chris Sale will come back or not, but.
I wish he would. He's a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. All right, it is August the 13th. Happy birthday today, Bert Lahr.
No idea.
In one of the most famous movies of all time.
Casablanca.
Close, same era. Well, no, I take that. Casablanca a little bit later. Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
The Cowardly Lion.
He was the Cowardly Lion?
Cowardly Lion. Bert Lahr, born on this day, 1895, died 1967. Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most famous directors of all time.
Have you ever watched Alfred Hitchcock Presents?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Love those.
Great little shows. Right up
you
there.
got a favorite movie?
Right up there with The Twilight Zone.
I agree.
I thought The Birds was pretty creepy.
I loved that one.
Vertigo.
Vertigo's good. I always like Rear Window.
Yeah, that's a good
Grace
one.
Kelly.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Tippy Hedren he's got a thing for blondes.
Yeah.
No question about it. Ben Hogan, great golfer, born on this day, 1912. How about John Facenda?
Is that the NFL Films voice?
The voice of NFL Films.
The frozen tundra of Lambeau
Field.
Yeah.
He was the original, and, that had that, massive Barrett. But, he died, and Harry Callis came in and started being the voice of, who is also one of the great voices.
Yeah.
Used to do Philadelphia Phillies games. He was the one, Michael Jack Schmidt, it's 500 home run. But John Facenda was the original. Don Ho.
You can't think about Don Ho without singing Tiny Bubble.
Tiny Bubble.
In the wine.
I mean, remember when it was a thing, like when Don Ho was on Hawaii Five-0 or Magnum P.I.?
Or
He was
Fantasy
like,
Island. Yeah.
But, yeah, nobody even knows who Don Ho is anymore. 1930, Dan Fogelberg.
Great musician.
There you go.
Yeah.
Betsy King, she was a golfer, won 6 majors. David Faherty.
A lot of golf going on, right?
Yeah, he's a golf, he's a weird, freaky, not a freaky, but a quirky kind of guy. Danny Bonaducci. Partridge Family.
Oh, no, Partridge Family. Okay.
Little ugly redheaded kid from the Partridge Family.
Yeah.
Jay Buhner.
Yeah.
Played for the Yankees and the Mariners for many years. Chris Dishman.
Trying to remember Chris.
Do you remember he was a cornerback for the Oilers?
Okay, yeah.
Back in the 80s and 90s, late 80s, early 90s. How about Limmer?
Mark Lemke.
Mark Lemke.
One of my favorite Braves players from that era.
Great second baseman.
Him and Blauser just had the best little
They had a good
middle
combo.
infield thing going on.
Yeah, 1965. Elvis Gerbach.
Michigan quarterback.
Kind of bi-vowel.
Yeah.
Born on this day, 1970. Sherman Williams.
Yeah.
Not the paint. Not the man who owned the paint.
Well, they did call him the painter back in the day. Yeah, Sherman Williams, Blunt High School.
From Mobile, Alabama. Yeah. Sebastian Stan is the Winter Soldier, if you're into Marvel movies. JJ's a huge fan.
Yes.
And DeMarcus Cousins.
Quick story about Sherman Williams. I was interviewing a coach one time, and I'm trying to remember his name, and it's escaping me. Sean something. He was the head coach at Smith Station High School. They were going into the playoffs, and they were going to play Blunt. And we were talking about the athletes that Blunt has. This was late 90s, early 2000s. He said, yeah, he goes, I got a lot of talent over there, but he goes, when I was the defensive coordinator at Davidson or wherever he was at down in Mobile, he goes, one year we had to play Blunt. They had a senior running back named Sherman Williams and a sophomore quarterback named Damian Craig. He goes, I had to try to prepare a defense for that.
Good luck. It's going to wrap it up for us. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.